Thank you so much for the introduction. It's a huge honor to be here today. My name is Sarah. I am an 18-year-old climate activist. I'm also an innovator and poet from Toronto, Canada. Thank you so much to the Safe Women of Bangladesh for inviting me here today to speak on behalf of the importance of climate change and as well the role of gender violence and its effects on climate change and climate change effects on gender violence. I want to start off with a little bit more about myself, the work that I do. So currently right now, I'm a part of an organization called the David Suzuki Foundation, where I work with youth across Canada to facilitate different climate discussions and to really ensure that solutions moving forward are intergenerational. And one of the projects that I'm currently working on in the technology space is in the material science and nanotech space. So that's something that I'm really passionate about. And I'm also here to talk about the role that innovation and education can play to prevent gender violence and to play a role in moving the needle forward in climate action. Climate change, as many of us know, is like a huge puzzle piece with many smaller pieces that often stem from human activity, which is creating the planet that is portrayed that is suffering through the climate crisis. However, the aftermath of damages related to the climate crisis play a role in the increased risk of gender violence. So, climate change and gender based violence is an interlinked crisis that is often not talked about or overlooked. For example, when natural disasters strike a city, they severely impact young girls and women. And research indicates that women and girls are up to 14 times more likely to be harmed during a disaster. During times of floods and resource scarcity, women are more likely to be coerced into sexual exploitation. And during such natural disasters as well, there is additional workload, such as walking increasingly long distances to find sanitary water. According to the World Bank, climate change could force 216 million people to migrate within their own countries by 2050, and the majority of them being women and children. Displacement in women of women and girls away from their communities increases the risk of violence. Similarly, when families are unable to meet the basic needs, the risk of child marriage increases significantly, which was also addressed by some of our previous speakers as well. However, by working towards achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals and mitigating the climate crisis, we are consequently working towards a safer future for women, where the risks of gender-based violence decrease. Girls who receive an education are less likely to marry younger and are more likely to lead healthy, productive lives. Investing in a girl's education also means investing in the transformation of your community, city, country, and eventually the world. However, I also want to relate today's theme of the Safe Women of Bangladesh Forum to one of the other themes for this year's International Women's Day, which is Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, where women also play a role in innovation and technology. By including women in the field of innovation and ensuring that every girl around the world has access to education, we can invite diverse perspectives that will generate unique ideas to solve the climate crisis. Women are powerful organizers. Not only are they facing the brunt of the climate crisis, like in the global south, but they find resourceful, innovative ways to protect Mother Nature. The innovation that will take us forward needs to be built on ethical principles and represent those who are disproportionately being impacted by the climate crisis. For example, when we look at improving water disinfection around the world, the International Water Association states that the empowerment of women, of new and local voices, and of new ideas has immense potential to improve how water systems in small, rural, or developing settings are managed. Women's representation in STEM and innovation can be the paintbrush to draw on our canvas actionable and tangible solutions, which can inspire hundreds around the world to follow in the same steps while fighting for a better, equitable future, while also building a safer one at the same time. Thank you so much.